Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we'll be headed towards Thrór's Coomb to advance the epic. Now I've been checking in the meantime, and it seems that this vector that you received from Lhudd to the Lich Bluffs, well, you would start all the quests in the Lich Bluffs with the rangers in there, and then they will send you to Gronu, and Gronu kinda sends you to Thrór's Coomb, so we might be skipping something in here, but I really want to get going with the epic. It's been a while since the last time we did it, and it seems like the right time to resume that part of the story. So yeah, we are still gonna do that. Okay, let us try to avoid this camp, avoid these guards. But of course, you can never fully avoid anyone. Okay, so here is the ascent to Nar's Peak. There is a hidden deed in which you need to ascend this, I don't know how many times. 10 times maybe? 15? I'm not sure. Basically you need to take this path a lot of times for that deed to be completed. Which was usually, well, back in the day it was not a problem because you still had to climb this plenty of times to go there and get the daily quests, as there was no port there unless you had a hunter or a captain, but that wasn't always the case. But yeah, most times you would be just making the climb on your own, and the deed will pop up eventually. Now that we will not be running these dailies as much, I wonder if we will be able to get this deed before we leave Enedwaith. Because there are a couple times in which you will climb Nar's Peak. But maybe not enough times. We'll see. Anything of note in here? No. Doesn't seem to be. This is quite a climb. And did I mistake the road? Oh god. Please. No. No, I think, yeah, it's confusing because you have to go up and down different slopes, so there's not like a clear path or a straight route for you to take, so this was usually not a problem since you were doing this every day. And indeed I did know this path by heart, but it's That was many years ago. But no, we are on the right track now. Oh, now there is a milestone. I don't remember there being one before. You have found the dwarf marker at Nar's Peak. Södergrund. Okay, no, this is for the start of the next book. Well, no, the next couple books. You are quite bold to enter this hall unannounced. However, thank you for bringing this note to our attention. We shall prepare the hall for unwelcome visitors. Be wary as you journey in Thrór's Coomb, for there are quite a few dangerous creatures in these lands. Yeah, there you have the dailies. Defeat Gwyver near Gwyver nests. Defeat giants. Defeat more giants. And destroy Gwyver eggs. These were the dailies back in the day. But as you see here, they only give you gold tokens, no reputation. So right now I think it's safe to skip them. Now, where is Nar? Here.
Who's there? Who is it? Huh?
The dwarf peers forward, but his eyes seem unable to fix upon you. The soup is cold. Hervin, the soup is cold. Set it atop the fire. Ah, yes, 3 and 20. The dwarf whizzes, his beard fluttering slightly with the exhalation. He brings his hand up to his mouth, as if holding a ladle, and sips at the air. He pays you no more heed. Okay. Yeah, Nar is a strange fellow. Yeah, he doesn't look good. Now, Frithgeir, or Frithgeir.
Welcome to Zudrakan, traveler. I should apologize for old Nar.
He is very old. I know not how old, and his mind wanders. He has experienced a great deal of hardship and pain, but he has remained here while all others have left him. All save Frithgeir, that is. You explain why you have come and ask Frithgeir about Wadu. He nods with recognition. Yes, the Dunlending. He came to speak with Nar some time ago. Nar was more aware that night than he usually is, so I marked the visit. The two ventured into the mine beneath these halls. I'm sorry, but I do not remember anything else peculiar about the visit. There is a brew I can make of several ingredients found throughout Thrór's Coomb. The vapors of the brew seem to make Nar more aware of his surroundings. If you bring me these ingredients, the brew may allow you to speak with Nar directly. I will need several handfuls of the Hulwul-haraz herb, some Najam-mujdu flowers, and the variety of nut called Kibil-lawaz. Take this list of the ingredients and where they can be found. Alright. Here we have the list. Hulwul-haraz herbs. They have a sweet aroma when burnt, and several of the Dunlending clans throw bundles of this herb into campfires in the center of their villages. Dunlendings can be found at their villages in Thrór's Coomb, such as Waldreich. There are some smaller villages south of that one, but I do not know what they call it. Beware, for that clan is certainly hostile. Okay. What else? Najam-mujdu petals. These flowers grow alongside the bank of the lake in southwestern Thrór's Coomb. The Dunlendings call it munut-dub, or some such name. The language is difficult for dwarf ears to understand. Kibil-lawaz. A nut that has a strong flavor. Warriors of the Lhudd and other hostile Dunlending clans that make their home in Thrór's Coomb crunch a Kibil-lawaz during a battle for a burst of stamina. It makes them very effective in battle, but that is not what it does when broken and steeped in liquid. as they will be for the brew. Okay, so I guess we will be going to the lake where venison grown ones can be found. And if so, that would be great. If we end up getting that far south, then I think we might pick up the Lich Bluffs quest line. Oh my god, what is it? Oh my god, this guy might kill us. Oh jeez. I didn't see that guy. And where did he take me? Well, not far. And we can find some of the items here with this guy. I'm here. Completed Unending Slayer. Okay. Beriathan, Foe of the White Hand, and Reputation with a Grey Company. You have dispatched many of Saruman's minions in Enedwaith. And we have now the advanced deed for 200 of those guys. A Jark. Looking good. Sadly, he has some cosmetics that I don't have access to. I wouldn't be able to replicate that outfit even if I wanted. Alright, so I have what I needed for in these camps. Let us thank this guy for his help. Now, yeah, we need to go to the lake where the venison is. Let us ride. 5 LOTRO points in here, nothing else it seems. Not missing something else, I mean. Okay, so... We have the ears and flowers that we need. Okay, and Granus card, where is it? Oh well, far away, but we'll get back to that later. For now, let us continue picking the flowers. Okay. Can bring the ingredients to Frithgeir, but we are so close to Mincham's camp now. But I feel compelled to go and check on him. How's he doing? Mincham, okay. There we go.
Our journey is a long one. I hope not too long.
Beriathan, it is good to see you again. This place is grim and dark and foul in such a way that even the fields of Fornast are not. There appears to be a large number of wights that have been raised recently and oathbreaker shades that haunt the land. I may need your help.
The minions of Orthanc are growing stronger in these lands.
On the northern face of this mountain, the surviving member of an Lhudd hunting party has camped in a small grove of trees. His party was attacked by the vicious Lhudd, which make their camp in the Lich Bluffs. We have attempted to send one of our men to assist him, but he resists any offer of aid. Will you go speak with him and discover what aid you may render him? His name is Gronu. Travel to the northern foot of the mountain. Gronu's camp is just south of the river in a small grove of trees.
Shadows lie along our path. We must seek to pass beneath them unnoticed.
In the past few months, there have been sightings among Lhudd of foul wights rising from their burrows. These creatures are defiling the ancient dead in a most horrific manner and threatening to spill out into inhabited lands. Can you seek out the foul monsters and defeat them? The wights can be found throughout the southern and western burrows of the Lich Bluffs.
Evil stirs in the shadows, and the Grey Company has need of aid.
A large pack of elf spirits the Algri clans called Kun have settled among the hills and valleys of the Lich Bluffs recently. These creatures are fearsome and are an indication of a darker power at work. Can you seek out Kun in this area and defeat any that you might find? They can be found roaming to the south and east of my camp. Be wary, Beriathan, for they are no ordinary hounds. The Kun are demons of the ancient world. Okay. So... let us begin with the Lich Bluffs then. right now we don't need to defeat these shades. But at some point we will. What do we have in here? Broken amulet. This fragment of an amulet appears to be worn with age, and it's scrawled with an ancient text. It may lead to something which will shed more light upon the mystery of the Oathbreaker shades in the Lich Bluffs. Perhaps you should take this fragment to the ranger Mincham, whom you know to be versed in ancient languages. Alright. What else? Okay. Okay, so here we have a Sage's lockbox. So yeah, why not? And what else? Okay, what is this camp in here? Because doesn't seem to be Mincham's camp. A milestone in here, okay.
The wilds of Enedwaith are not to be travelled lightly.
That was unexpected, but convenient nonetheless. Let us sell this. What else do we have here? Alright, so at some point then we'll be sent to visit these other rangers. But first, we need 3 more wights, 1 more cannon. Can't be far. Okay. Wights. More wights. Oh, finally, the last dwarf marker. Oh, this is so great. Let us pick it up. Yeah, completed. Exiles from the Lonely Mountain. You may now be known as Beriathan, Exile of Erebor. You traced at least a part of the steps left behind by the people of the king under the mountain as they fled from Smaug to the Blue Mountains. Okay. And yeah, some points, some marks, reputation, all good. Okay, we're making good progress with the explorer dates here in Enedwaith. Now we are ready to return to Mincham. So let us do just that. There we are.
I hope we come to Aragorn's aid in time.
Beriathan, we seem doomed to meet ever and anon among the dead. What is this you have? Thank you for bringing this amulet to me. The markings seem to match some of the symbols on a few of the local barrows. When I first arrived, a hermit named Lhudd approached me and asked me to keep an eye out for objects bearing these markings. For what cause, I know not.
Shadows lie along our path. We must seek to pass beneath them unnoticed.
The hermit who inhabits a small grove near here has been searching for relics from older days, and this fragment you brought me appears to resemble some of those things he seeks. You should seek out the shades that have been haunting this place. My hope is that you might be able to find the missing half of the amulet among them. Please take this fragment and seek the other half. If you can complete the amulet, bring it to the hermit Lhudd at the Hall of Sanctuary, southwest of here. He may be able to unravel this mystery.
The Algrag remain neutral, but for how long?
Thank you. This is a good start to returning the bodies of these poor men and women to rest. This may also allow my brethren to pass through these places unmolested.
Our hope lies in secrecy, but we find these lands inhabited.
Thank you for dispatching these insidious creatures. I fear that their arrival may give credence to tales of a darker force at work in the Lich Bluffs. Alright, so here... let us see. The completed ally to the Grey Company. Now we are working towards Kindred. And we have a new title, Ally of the Grey Company. Cool. That looks great. So did complete it. Ally to the Grey Company. Title, you are now welcome by the Night Fires and within the circles of the Grey Company. Now we are working towards Kindred. 20 LOTRO points and the title. Cool. What now? Oh god, a lot.
We walk into danger, and we must walk alone.
According to all Greek legends, the barrows of the interred dead are marked with cairn stones. These cairn stones are remembrances of past glories and the stories of the dead. Recently, however, several of the cairn stones located north of Trac-plas have been cruelly corrupted, violating the resting places of the dead. Will you look for these markers and examine them, so that we might see what has happened to them and what the cause of the corruption might be? Travel south along the road until you reach a broken bridge, then head westwards to the entrance of Trac-plas. You will find the corrupted stones to the north.
Shadows lie along our path. We must seek to pass beneath them unnoticed.
At Trac-plas, several elder wights have been sighted among the newly risen. These creatures appear to be gathering the risen wights and are trying to control them. Perhaps the elder wights may reveal what purpose beyond the spread of terror these regions serve. Will you seek out those white captains and defeat as many as you can find? They can be found in the upper portions of Trac-plas and the southern border of the Lich Bluffs, west of the main road.
We walk into danger, and we must walk alone.
From within Lake Ulvarn, the ancient crypt below Druk-Hainite, wights are gathering materials for the foul rituals taking place in and among the barrows of the Lich Bluffs. I must ask you to enter Lake Ulvarn and seek out the wights there. The ritual components must be retrieved before they can attain their goal. Travel south along the road until you locate a small crypt among that has been dug into the ground at Druk-Hainite.
The minions of Orthanc are growing stronger in these lands.
These barrows have long been home to the dead of the Albright clans of the Dunlandings and many other older peoples. The bodies laid to rest after the customs of these people. Recently, however, several of the barrows have been desecrated for some nefarious purpose. I have heard that some of the corpses have recently been dragged out of their resting places and left for scavengers. Perhaps you would be willing to travel into the barrows where these bodies have been seen and investigate for me. It is a gruesome task, but I fear a great evil is growing within this place. The barrows I speak of are located east of the main road, upon the southern border of the Lich Bluffs. So yeah, basically at the entrance of Dunland, but we don't need to enter Dunland yet. What we can try and do is kill some of these shades and see if they will drop the second half of the amulet. Nope, not yet. But the thing is, according to the map at least, this is the place where you can find that kind of shades. We'll drop the amulet with it. Maybe this guy is here. Okay, yeah, there we go. We have the second half of the amulet. Full of sanctuary. Where is the entrance? Here.
Leave us alone. We will leave you in peace.
Ah, I see your ranger friend has sent you. I hope that the two pieces of this amulet, when mended, become the object that I have long sought. My belief is that this amulet may be the key to the ancient wreck, a curse that has held the land and causes men to wander as shades across the Lich Bluffs. Thank you for delivering this to me, as I truly hope it may allow the spirits to be released from their suffering. Okay, what now?
We have little time to speak, or little to speak of.
I wish to thank you for recovering both halves of this amulet, Beriathan. My hope has been that when this item is mended, that it might weaken the shades that stalk this troubled land. I fear a great evil has bound them here, and they have become dangerous. Take both pieces of the amulet and seek out several of the unusual cairn stones that dot the landscape. These ancient cairn stones are covered with inscriptions that are much older than those that surround them. The inscriptions on these stones match that of the amulet and can hopefully be used to help mend it to its original shape. Travel to the southeast and locate several of these cairn stones. Place the amulet upon them, then bring me word of these effects, if any, you witness.
You are a Devodiad from distant lands. I am not sure what help you can be.
I thank you again for recovering both pieces of this amulet. I have a feeling that once repaired, this may weaken the shades that patrol the barrows in the Lich Bluffs. To the northwest, there are many shades that stand vigil over several barrows. For some reason, these creatures are not aggressive unless provoked. Seek out a couple of these shades and present them with the amulet. If you should learn anything, return to me with your knowledge. Okay. God, there are a lot of quests here in the Lich Bluffs. What do we have in here? The cairn stones. So let us place this in here. And this one here. How do we get up there? Can we make this kind of jumps? No. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is the place. Didn't want to fight this guy, but okay. Jesus, I have so many quests in here, I don't even know where to start. Brug, Paniat. You have found Lake Colburn, okay. Gotta drop in here. Now what was it that I needed to find in here again? Destroy components. That was it, really? Let me see. Bit of shade, investigate the cairn stones in Trac-plas. Trac-plas. Bruno, the venison. Okay, yeah, that was it basically. It was really short, and thanks to Kamahuet, the wights didn't kill us immediately because I think I was indeed grabbing more than I could chew. Now what are we supposed to find in here? Okay, I see it there. Or maybe not. What am I supposed to do here? No. Sword of the Goblin Wars, okay. During Leggings of Determination, no. Let us take what we can. During Great Sword of Stamina. I think that's it. On the third skeleton pile. Okay, so on the second skeleton pile, but okay, yeah, you see them here. On the first skeleton pile. Where is it? Because yeah, it seems we need to climb that one. Okay, here we have the first pile of skeletons. Now we need to find this place of Trac-plas. Ah, which is to the west. Okay. Bottle of vile liquid. What is this? This strange bottle of fetid liquid may hold some clue as to the corruption occurring in the Lich Bluffs. The Ranger Mincham might have further insight on the origins of this strange foul liquid. What do you mean too far away? God, there are truly a lot of things to do here. I have no idea. Bottle of bite liquid, yeah, I already have that one. you die. Okay, here we have one of the captains we needed. And here we have another captain. Oh jeez. Give me power. Oh, stop with the skill lag. Stop. Okay, and now we just need one more captain over here-ish. Let us try and escape this guy. Yeah. Okay. What else can we do now? Let me see. Present this to the shades. Yeah. Okay, here we have the Sorrowful Shade. The amulet belonged to our captain Catalhin. It was a symbol of our cause, and with it we may find peace. Alright, now the Mournful Shade, where can that one be? Okay. Mournful Shade. I shall grant my strength to this amulet so that my people might find rest. That's basically it. Now we can return to Lhudd the hermit and to Mincham too. But I think we are closer to the hermit.
What have we to say to each other, Devodiad?
This amulet may very well be the symbol of an ancient settlement here. The current stones that you visited are said to date back to that time, and now the amulet appears to be mending itself. I believe those current stones were left by a branch of an ancient Lhudd clan that fell to conflict within itself. This may be what caused the shades to be bound here. My hope is that somehow this amulet will allow us to put those poor spirits to rest.
Leave us alone, and we will leave you in peace.
It is interesting that these spirits spoke to you upon presenting them with the amulet, but it does lend credence to a belief that I have held. These shades are held here due to an ancient curse upon their people. Perhaps we might free these poor spirits from their sorrowful state.
You are a Devodiad from distant lands. I am not sure what help you can be.
The origins of this amulet are very old, and now that it has been repaired, it does indeed appear to be what I have been searching for. Okay. The amulet itself is not an extraordinary thing. However, it may be the key to ridding this area of the shades that roam the land. This amulet belonged to Cadalhin, the son of a chieftain who perished ages ago. I believe that this amulet may be able to be used to awaken him, and that he may be a powerful ally in attempting to cleanse these lands. If you wish, I can lead you to Cadalhin's barrow, so that you might use the amulet to summon him. Okay, I think we have enough time for that. Please follow me, Devodiad, but be on your guard, for there are those that would stand against us in lifting this curse. I will escort you to the entrance, but once there you must go alone. Return to me with news of your discoveries.
The shades of a Dunlending clan stir restlessly amid the barrows of the Lich Bluffs. What broken oath binds these poor spirits to the confines of this world? Perhaps the shade of one of their heroes holds the answer.
Okay. Here we have it. Cadalhin's tomb. Okay, so we'll place the amulet in here. My words cannot express my gratitude, good man. The amulet that you have placed upon my tomb belonged to my beloved. My people still suffer due to the actions of the man that was my father. On the eve before I was to wed my beloved, my father broke the bonds of hospitality and murdered my wife and her kin. Following the deed, my father presented me with the broken amulet. The amulet was a gift that I gave her when we wed. My hope is that if we can lay my father's cursed spirit to rest, our people can find a peace after all of this time. Following my father's betrayal, I led a group of friends away from my home, as none of my followers could believe what my father and his men had done. We saw no other way to avenge this foul deed but to stand against them. Unfortunately, after some time we were defeated, and I was laid in this barrow and held here never to be free. I will need to gather strength before I can assist you further. What? Wait, to arms! The shades of my father's men seek to destroy me and recover the amulet. Please, defend me as I master my strength. Such a coward. My father would not face me, but instead sent his servants. Another one? Do we need to fight someone else? Yeah, there it goes. Thank you for helping hold back my father's servants. I am grateful to you for your assistance. Weakened am I, and wary of this curse. My people suffer from this curse because of my father, but I am not wholly without blame. I was a very capable hunter and sought out the Helberg, a powerful spirit near here to place my betrothal. Upon completing an arduous challenge, the Helbark blessed the amulet that you recently recovered. The marriage was not to last, however, for my father murdered my wife and sent her the amulet. My belief is that when my father slew my wife and broke the amulet that I had given to her, the curse unfolded upon us. Such an act of betrayal is what brought this down upon us. Please go so that I might regain my strength and summon those that would aid me. I would send word to the man that led you to this place when it is time to return. Okay.
What is your purpose here, Devodiad?
What Kaldalhin speak of is a tale that has been passed along for generations. His people have fallen to an ancient curse for breaking an oath. They are bound to roam the land without rest, shackled for their atrocities. My hope is that by learning what exactly happened, we might be able to release them from their curse.
There are dark things in the night shadows.
With Kaldalhin's awakening, it has become of greatest import for us to find the ancient resting place of his father Fernbile. Among the barrows there may be markings near the entryways that denote who has interred at each place. They may provide clues to the identities of those who are buried within. Seek out these markers in front of the cairns. One of them will be Croc Fernbile, I am certain. Look for the symbol of a crowned boar. The first cairn marker lies to the north of here, the second to the south, and the last even further south, deeper into the barrows. If you find Croc Fernbile, you should bring news of its location to Kaldalhin. Okay. We will look for those cairns, but first of all, let us go back to Mincham. There are a lot of quests that we can turn with him. And little time to do so before the end of today's episode, so...
I hope we come to Aragorn's aid in time.
The symbols and the liquid that you discovered are strong evidence of the evil that has befallen the Lich Bluffs. I fear an ancient enemy has emerged, and the unrest in the tombs may be its work.
Our journey is a long one. I hope not too long.
The description of these captains match the descriptions of several creatures we have faced before. I fear these wights may have a powerful master. I must thank you for seeking them out and putting them to rest.
Our hope lies in secrecy, but we find these lands inhabited.
The destruction of those ritual components is but a step in stemming the tide of darkness throughout the Lich Bluffs. I thank you for all of your hard work.
Our hope lies in secrecy, but we find these lands inhabited.
The place where you found this horrific liquid bodes ill for all. I fear that this might be one of the instruments that some darker forces employing to raise the wights in the area. My hope is that we can locate an intact file of this liquid so we may discern its origins.
We walk into danger, and we must walk alone.
We'll do that, but let me complete a quest first.
But we find these lands inhabited.
My fears are true, it seems. A dark force is at work raising wights across the Lich Bluffs. It is a tragedy that the bodies of those good people are being used for such nefarious purposes. We will yet discover what evil force is at work here. Alright, so we still have some things to do for Mincham and for Lhudd. Join me next time where we will continue aiding this man and the other rangers in the Lich Bluffs, hopefully. For the time being, this has been today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, stay safe my friends, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.